Your services.
You've chased weeds, played by their rules, waited for the right moment to strike. But no more. With Certain herbicide for corn, the moment to attack is up to you. Get powerful PPO residual chemistry, unleashed from pre through early post-application. Those weeds won't know what hit them, but you will. Certain herbicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that noon hour weather forecast. We'll continue to be sunny today with a high temperature near 48 degrees with a light southerly wind. Then tonight should be mostly cloudy with a low temperature around 28 degrees. We'll have a light and variable wind that will become southerly around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with high temperature near 39 degrees. Light and variable winds become northerly 5 to 8 miles per hour during tomorrow morning. And our wind chill value tomorrow could be as low as 25 degrees. Tomorrow night will be mostly cloudy with low temperature around 19 degrees with north winds 3 to 5 miles per hour. Wednesday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 36. We'll have north winds on Wednesday 3 to 7 miles per hour. Then skies will be partly cloudy Wednesday night, low around 17 degrees. Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high near 46. Thursday night, we have mostly clear skies in the forecast with a low temperature around 31 degrees. Then Friday will be sunny with a high temperature near 52 degrees. Friday night will be mostly clear with a low around 20. Then Saturday should be sunny with a high near 46. Saturday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 25 degrees. And Sunday we expect mostly sunny skies with a high temperature near 49 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
I am deeply grateful that I was raised in a rural community where good manners and respect for others weren't optional. They're just how you live. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. From a very young age, I learned that a firm handshake, eye contact, and a sincere yes ma'am or no sir were signs of character, not formality. Respect was taught quietly through example long before it was ever explained. In a small community, your words mattered. So did your actions. You learned to listen before speaking, to hold doors open, and to treat elders with patience and care. You learned that gossip traveled faster than the wind across an open field or through a holler, and that kindness had a way of coming back around when you least expected it. Good manners went hand in hand with responsibility. If you borrowed something, you returned it in better shape than you found it. If you made a mistake, you owned it. Apologies were meant and accepted, not brushed aside. Respect extended beyond people to the land, the animals, and the work itself. What I value most is how those lessons shaped my view of the world. Manners were never about status or rules. They were about dignity. They taught me empathy, humility, and gratitude. Growing up in rural America, I got a steady foundation, one built on courtesy, accountability, and respect, and that continues to guide me in every place life takes me. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
In agriculture, information is not optional, it's essential. Markets, weather, trade, policy, every update can impact your operation. That's why Brownfield Ag News focuses on what matters most to farmers and agribusiness professionals. We deliver timely market reports, in-depth interviews, and real-world insights you can actually use. No fluff, no filler. Just clear, accurate ag news from people who understand the industry. Brownfield connects the dots, explaining how today's headlines affect tomorrow's decisions. From the shop to the cab, from the office to the field, Brownfield fits into your day wherever agriculture takes you. Stay informed. Stay prepared. Brownfield Ag News. Information you can use. Online at brownfieldagnews.com.
Hey, I got you something.
What's this?
Just a little Galentine's gift from Jewelry Television.
JTV, I love their jewelry. I had my eye on this pearl bracelet on JTV.com. Plus, I love their colored gemstone jewelry. And oh, have you seen their gold?
Right now, take up to 70% off select jewelry and gifts at JTV.com.
You are not going to believe their gemstones and their artisan collections. Gorgeous.
Are you going to open your gift?
It's the pearl bracelet.
Visit JTV.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Shop now for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
An active day for direct cash cattle business and cash hogs were lower. Good morning, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade had a pretty active Friday. Live deals were marked at $238 to $240, $3 to $5 higher than the prior week's weighted averages. Northern dress business was at $375 to $378, $6 to $9 higher than the previous week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. At the Ogallala Livestock Auction in Nebraska, steers were $12 to $25 lower, except steers 650 to 850 pounds, which were $4 to $15 higher. Heifers were $4 to $20 higher, except heifers 700 to 850 pounds, which were $4 to $14 lower. The USDA says demand was moderate to good with a nice offering. Medium and large one feeder steers 820 to 839 pounds brought $355.50 to $371.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers 650 to 689 pounds brought $381 to $401.50. Box beef close mix with light and moderate demand for light offerings. Choice was $2.10 lower at $365.56, and select was $1.22 higher at $361.94. Estimated cattle slaughter was 93,000 head, up 9,000 on the week and down more than 22,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed lower with a fairly light negotiated run. Supplies of market-ready hogs are ample, and hog weights are running well above year-ago levels. Both add to available pork supplies. The industry continues to watch demand. Global demand has had some bright spots recently, but there are still long-term concerns that linger. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were 81 cents lower with a weighted average of 83.57. No comparisons at the Iowa, Minnesota, or the Western Corn Belt, but weighted averages of 84.87. Pork values were higher, up 79 cents at 94.22. Hams were sharply higher, and estimated hog slaughter was 486,000 head, up 59,000 on the week and up about 10,000 on the year. At the CME, live cattle were mostly lower. Feeders were down, waiting on those USDA cattle inventory numbers. And lean hog futures finished the day mixed on spread trade. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Behind every headline is a reporter who understands agriculture. The Brownfield Ag News team of anchors and reporters brings you the stories that matter most. Markets, weather, policy, technology, and the people who power rural America. We are in the field, at industry events, talking directly with farmers, agribusiness leaders, and decision makers, asking the questions that affect your operation and your community. Brownfield's anchors and reporters know agriculture because they live it, bringing clarity to complex issues.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. David Wayne Gamblin, age 65, of Bixby, passed away Friday, January 30th. Funeral services for David Gamblin will be Thursday at 11 o'clock in the morning at the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of David Gamblin will be on Wednesday from 5 in the afternoon till 8 in the evening at the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham Chapel. Burial will be in the Upper Indian Creek Cemetery. And all arrangements for David Wayne Gamblin of Bixby are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Viburnum. Roger Lee Gott, age 70 of Salem, passed away Saturday, January 31st. Funeral services for Roger Gott will be at 12 noon Friday at the Salem First Baptist Church. Visitation for family and friends of Roger Gott will be held on Thursday, starting at 4 in the afternoon and continuing till 7 in the evening, and then from 11 in the morning till service time at the church on Friday. Memorial contributions may be made to the Love Pack Backpack Program or Grace Harbor, and all arrangements for Roger Lee Gott of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Christopher Homer Swires of St. James passed away Saturday, January 24th at the age of 69 years. A memorial service for Chris will be held at a future date, and all arrangements for Christopher Homer Swires of St. James are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Wayne Allen Pryor of Salem passed away Sunday, January 4th at the age of 78 years. Rescheduled memorial services with military honors will be held at 1 o'clock in the afternoon Saturday, February 28th at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will also be on Saturday, February 28th from 11 in the morning till service time at 1. And all arrangements for Wayne Pryor of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Denton County Commission met this morning at the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green's crews would be performing maintenance on all the vehicles and equipment. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported workers would be removing fallen trees on County Road 2240. They will also be working on County Dump Truck number 122 as well as cutting more firewood for the county shed. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson stated he did not attend the Opioid Committee meeting last Thursday as something came up, but the committee did receive 4 requests for funding but have not yet forwarded any recommendations to the Commission. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley stated she has sent a letter out to the taxing entities per Missouri state statutes that provides an estimate for the cost of the April municipal election. Curley said Green Forest R2 School District, Reynolds County Ambulance, and Timber Fire District will not have elections this April. Curley also said absentee voting will begin February 24th, and if voters have moved since the last election, to please update your voter registration in our office. Also, the offices of the assessor and collector in the courthouse closed Monday due to a plumbing issue in the restroom. A plumber is scheduled to be at the courthouse for repairs today. The next meeting of the Denton County Commission will be Thursday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. Congratulations from KSMO goes out to the Salem FFA member, Dally Johnson. Dally placed third in the Missouri Young Farmers, Young Farm Wives State Public Speaking Contest. Again, congratulations, Dally Johnson. This afternoon at 5:30, the Denton County chapter of Sleep and Heavenly Peace will have its next community meeting. As always, all are welcome to attend. SHP is a 501c3 international nonprofit organization that builds, assembles, and delivers a free new bed to children in need in our community who do not have a bed, ages 3 to 17. They are also looking for volunteers who would like to join their delivery teams. No experience is required, as well as they are always in need of new twin-size bedding, including sheets, pillowcases, and blankets in the original packaging. And also very much appreciate those who are making handmade quilts for the children. Bedding as well as monetary donations may be dropped off at Riverways Federal Credit Union in Salem. The Missouri Department of Transportation is seeking community input on a project to replace the Missouri Route 32 bridge over Hoosier Creek in Denton County. Built in 1931, the bridge is in poor condition and has reached the end of its useful life. The roadway is anticipated to remain open during the construction with a one-lane temporary bypass and temporary traffic signals directing motorists through the work zone. MoDOT is accepting public comments from now through February 17th. An open house-style public meeting will be held Tuesday, that's tomorrow, February 3rd from 4:30 to 6 during the evening at the Quad County Fire Department, 80 State Highway 49 in Viburnum. The project team will be available to answer questions, provide information, and receive input. There will be no formal presentation, and attendees may come and go during the advertised hours. MoDOT is committed to providing equal access to the event. Those needing reasonable accommodations or translation services should contact MoDOT. Well, that date to contact them by was last Friday, so no reason for me to give you the contact URL or the phone number. Going on, though, comments may be mailed to cdcr@modot.mo.gov with the subject line, Missouri Route 32 Bridge Replacement over Hoosier Creek in Denton County, or mailed to the Missouri Department of Transportation, 1511 Missouri Boulevard, Jefferson City, Missouri, 65109, postmark no later than February 17th. Meeting exhibits are available on the project's webpage on MoDOT's website, and feedback may be submitted using the online form. MoDOT asks motorists to buckle up, put their phones down, obey traffic signs, and slow down in work zones. For traffic updates, call 888-ASK-MoDOT or visit MoDOT's Traveler Information Map. Salem Police Department has released 2 reports that occurred in the last few days. The first report was in regards to the arrest of a Salem woman on a felony arrest warrant, which occurred on January 23rd. According to their report, 3 Salem police patrolmen conducted a short-term investigation into the whereabouts of a wanted fugitive. The officers responded to the 300 block of East 4th Street, where they located the subject and identified her as Alexis Alguire. Alguire was taken into custody without incident and transported to the Denton County Jail. Alguire had an active probation violation stemming from the original charge of the unlawful possession of a firearm and is currently being held without bond. In the second report that occurred on January 27th, a Salem police patrolman and detective conducted a short-term investigation regarding the whereabouts of a wanted fugitive related to a prior narcotics investigation. Officers responded to the 400 block of West 9th Street, where they located the subject and identified him as David Howell. Howell was taken into custody and transported to the Denton County Jail. Howell had failed to appear in court on the charges of possession of a controlled substance and keeping or maintaining a public nuisance. Howell is currently being held without bond. All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Have you signed up for the free tax filing assistance offered by the volunteers for AARP at the Salem Community Center at the Armory? Appointments can be made by calling the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 729-8163. Now, as of January 28th, the earliest you could make an appointment to have your tax done is Thursday, February 12th, with the last day for appointments being Friday, April 3rd. This local service is provided entirely by AARP trained volunteers and will be the 22nd year that Healthy Dent County has partnered with AARP to provide this free tax service to our community. AARP Foundation tax aid volunteers are trained in the filing of certain tax forms and schedules. Schedules. What's a schedule? No, let's try schedules, including the Form 1040. However, the Volunteer Protection Act requires that our volunteers stay in the scope of the program. If counselors feel they do not have adequate knowledge or your tax return is too complex, you may need to seek another qualified counselor or paid tax assistance. To find out what information you need to bring to your appointment, call 729-8163. The Salem Community Center at the Armory is located at 1200 West Rolla Road. The Missouri Department of Conservation reminds hunters that Missouri youth, archery, and firearms turkey hunters can apply online for 2026 spring turkey managed hunts during February at mdc.mo.gov/spring turkey hunts. Managed hunt details and application procedures are outlined on the web page. Drawing results will be posted starting March 15th. Spring turkey hunting opens with the spring youth portion April 11th and 12th, followed by the regular spring turkey season from April 20th through May 10th. Detailed information on spring turkey hunting will be available in MDC's 2026 Spring Turkey Hunting Regulations and Information Booklet, available where permits are sold beginning this month. Learn more about turkey hunting in Missouri at mdc.mo.gov. Thursday, a helicopter carrying 3 Missouri State Parks team members and a private pilot crashed into the Merrimack River. The state park team members were conducting an aerial ecological survey of Merrimack State Park when the aircraft may have struck a power line. All those aboard the helicopter were rescued from the river and are under the medical care, or were at least, at Missouri Baptist Sullivan Hospital. Kurt Schaefer, director of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, said that while they continue to investigate, they want to thank the first responders for their quick actions and are very thankful that everyone appears to be okay. The Department of Natural Resources continues to collect information. Missouri State Parks is a division of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. A public hearing will be held by the Denton County Health Center Board of Trustees on Thursday afternoon, February 19th at 5 o'clock in the Denton County Health Center Conference Room located at 1014 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. The purpose of the hearing is to receive public comment on proposed changes to the Denton County Health Center environmental fee schedule prior to consideration of adoption by the board. The hearing is open to the public. City of Salem Board of Aldermen will be meeting. That meeting that was for last Tuesday, January 27th, has been postponed until the next regular scheduled meeting, which will be February 10th at the City Hall Auditorium. And that has been a look at news brought to you as courtesy of SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
In fields where weeds don't back down, farmers count on Liberty Ultra Herbicide by BASF. The Liberty Lock formulation delivers stronger coverage and 20% better weed control, something Todd Ryan in Moravia, Iowa has seen firsthand.
You know, I've been using Liberty for a number of years and really got along fine with it, but now we've upgraded to Liberty Ultra, and it seems like to me the burn down is quicker.
That's Liberty Ultra Herbicide. Clear, reliable efficiency. Hear more Ultramonials at libertyultramonials.com. Always read and follow label directions.
New Year's savings are going on now at Napa Auto Parts store in Salem. Check this out. Seafoam starting at $8.99 each. Power Service, your choice for $10.49 each. Gunk brake parts cleaners starting at $3.89 each. And Rain-X chemicals starting at $5.79 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Or give them a call at 573-729-4156.
It's now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Braden Gap scored 29 points Friday night, including his 1,000th career point to lead the Salem boys varsity basketball Tigers past Owensville 64-46. Eli Wofford added 10 more points as the varsity improves to 12-7 on the year. They'll be at Houston Tuesday night starting at 6, and they'll be a varsity-only game against the Tigers. Salem is 1-0 in the SCA Conference going into the game. The Salem boys JV basketball Tigers dominated Owensville Friday night, beating the Dutchmen 72-40. They improved to 8-4 in the year and will not be playing Tuesday at Houston, as Houston does not have enough players for a JV game. The Salem boys freshman basketball team finished their season with an 11-3 record as they beat Owensville Friday evening 47-20. Congratulations to Coach Wes Hampton and the freshman team on a fine season. The Salem Lady Tigers got off to a sluggish start Friday night against Ellington and trailed 28-21 at halftime. But a very aggressive Tiger squad came out in the second half and outscored the Lady Whippets 40-20 en route to a 61-48 win over Ellington. Salem improves to 9-7 on the year and will host the Lady Bears of Willow Springs in SCA conference play tonight, starting with the JV game at 6 o'clock with the varsity contest to follow. The varsity game will air on KSMO Radio and be video streamed on KSMO Media starting around 7:10 with Tiger Talk and Coach Cody Woody. Salem is 3-0 in the SCA Conference and play the Lady Bears, who are 2-1. The Bunker Basketball Eagles traveled to Festus Friday night and beat the Tigers 55-50 to go to 20-0 on the year. Friday night, the boys will host St. Pius the 10th out of Festus, and it'll be homecoming. The JV is scheduled to play at 5:30 with the varsity game to follow at 7 o'clock. The boys' varsity game Friday night will be video streamed on KSMO Media. The Bunker Lady Basketball Eagles will host Bismarck Tuesday night at 5 o'clock. The Lady Eagles go into the game with a 15-1 record. The Missouri Basketball Tigers improved to 15-7 overall record with an 84-79 win over Mississippi State Saturday. Mark Mitchell led the way with 19 points, followed by T.O. Barrett with 16 points. Missouri will be off until Saturday when they play at South Carolina at noon. Missouri is 5-4 in the SEC Conference play. The St. Louis Blues fell to the Columbus Blue Jackets Saturday night 5-3. Jimmy Snuggerard and Tyler Tucker and Jonathan Berggren scored for the Blues, who will be at Nashville tonight. The game start will be delayed until after Lady Tiger basketball and begin about 9:15. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports. I'm Bill Pollock over at Chaffetz Arena. The Billikens making it look easy. On Friday, SLU dismantled Dayton 102-71, extending their winning streak to 15 games. Trey Green led the way with 23 points. He says Dayton chirping a bit before the game.
This was a high-stake game. We knew that coming into it. They were talking pretty cold before the game too. We took that in mind also. So we came out with a little chip on our shoulder, knowing the history of everything, and that helped boosted us for sure.
The Billikens are now a perfect 9-0 in A10 play, 21-1 overall. They'll try to keep it rolling tomorrow night at Davidson. Mizzou held off Mississippi State 84-79. T.O. Barrett says their 13-4 start was huge.
We just played with a pretty fast pace at the start of the game. We wanted to get going, and we found our open shots.
Tigers moved to 5-4 in SEC play. They will be in South Carolina on Saturday. Missouri State handled Jacksonville State 74-67. Lindenwood pulled out a 1-point nail-biter against Morehead State, and SEMO cruised past Eastern Illinois by 18. The Kansas City Roos are already looking ahead to next season, naming former Maryland coach Mark Turgeon as their next head coach. He led the Terps to 5 NCAA tournaments and will take over for Marvin Menzies after this season, with the goal of leading the Roos to their first ever big dance. And the Mizzou women took care of Mississippi State yesterday. The Kansas City Royals are making sure Pasquatch stays put, announcing a 2-year extension for first baseman Vinny Pasquantino that keeps him in KC through at least 2027, where he hit 32 homers and drove in 113 last year. They also signed relief pitcher Hector Neris to a minor league contract. Tough night for the Blues at Enterprise on Saturday. They fell to the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-3. They're in Nashville tonight. Keep an eye on Jonathan Bergen. He's scored in back-to-back games and has 3 points in his last 2. The puck drops tonight at 7. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First, drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips. Because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Smokey the Bear. Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do. What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Jet Tire and Auto has a wide selection of tires and wheels in stock and can special order any tires you may need. They are also a full-service auto repair shop serving the Salem and surrounding areas, offering a variety of services from alignments to oil changes to bumper-to-bumper checks as well as UTV services. Jet Tire and Auto also does state inspections and emission tests. Check out their website for all the services they offer at jettireandauto.com, and don't forget to like them on Facebook. For more information or questions, call 729-3650 or stop by 800 South Park Street in Salem.
Get ready to bid on the heavy equipment and vehicles you need in Ritchie Brothers Midwest Regional event happening February 10th to 12th. Inventory is at Ritchie Brothers locations in Columbus, Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Kansas City, and Lincoln, with in-person inspections available. Bid on a wide selection of excavators, loaders, dump trucks, and truck tractors. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Columbus to sign up. That's rbauction.com/Columbus.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Here at KSMO, it's now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned, as I'll be back in about 5 minutes with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. State lawmakers are considering legalizing driverless vehicles, in particular driverless cars operated by Waymo. Jared Bright of Mothers Against Drunk Driving is all for it.
They've been a longtime partner in the mission to end impaired driving.
The Teamsters Union in Missouri opposes it, calling driverless vehicles a job killer and a safety issue. Missouri has secured $800 million in new federal broadband expansion funding. The governor's office reports the money will be used for more than 200,000 broadband connections. Missourians made a lot of bets on sports after sports gambling became legal last year. Missouri Gaming Commission Chair Jan Zimmerman.
More than $540 million in wagers that were placed for the month of December.
The state of Missouri's portion of the tax revenue will be over $8 million. The FIFA World Cup Trophy Tour will stop in Kansas City April 18th and 19th. Kansas City is one of 38 stops. Kansas City hosts its first World Cup match June 16th. Missouri Net News.
The warmth of your furnace, the coziness of your gas log, and a hot shower after a long day. This winter, take time to appreciate the gas that powers your home. Something to keep in mind for safety purposes, gas is flammable and can become dangerous if there's a leak.
Ew, I think Grandma's deviled eggs have gone bad.
If you smell rotten eggs, exit your home and call your gas company. Don't turn on any lights and don't use your phone inside. For more tips, visit MoSafeGas.com. That's MoSafeGas.com. A message from the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators.
Sometimes, when we're dealing with mental health challenges, it might seem like we can handle them on our own at first. But let's face it, waiting until they spiral into a crisis, it's only going to add layers to the struggle. You don't have to face it alone. When you're unsure of who to go to or where to turn, just remember, 988 is there for you. Don't hesitate to seek support before it's too late. You deserve to feel supported and heard. Reach out to 988, 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline Missouri.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction.